How to color rows based on cell value in OpenOffice and LibreOffice. How do you automatically set the background color of an entire row based on the value of a specific column in that row in OpenOffice and LibreOffice? There are similar questions for Excel, but this doesn't completely work in LibreOffice. I can set a conditional formatting rule using a formula to set the color of a specific cell based on the value in that cell, for example equals $D5, but how do I apply the formatting to the entire row?
For current versions of LO, see below. It's even easier than Peanut's solution. You don't need to select the cell that holds the value that should be relevant for conditional formatting. Just select all the cells that should get conditionally formatted, and use a formula-based rule. Now, if your formula uses a cell address with fixed column, for example $D5, OpenOffice will adapt it for every selected cell. For example, you want to conditionally format the following table based on the value of the second, B, column. Format should be applied if value is greater than 2. To do so, select the cells A1 to C5. Select Menu Format and GT, Conditional Formatting, and GT. Manage ... Hit the Add button to add a condition. Select condition type, formula is. Enter as formula, $B1 and GT2, and set the format to be applied if condition matches, for example, ugly red background. The result will look like this. Note, the row number you use in the formula should match the number of the first row you've selected. In the above, that's row 1, but if there were a row of headers above it and so your selection started on row 2, leaving out the headers, you'd use $B2 and GT2 as the formula, rather than $B1 as above. To double check what LibreOffice, OpenOffice did with your table, select a single cell, for example A4, and select Menu Format and GT, Conditional Formatting, and GT. Manage ... again. You will see there's a conditional formatting rule defined for that cell, with formula is, as condition type, and $before and GT2 as formula. So, LibreOffice translated the conditional format defined for the complete table in single rules for each of the cells automatically. Update for LibreOffice 7, tested with 7.1.3. To set the conditional formatting for an entire column in LibreCalc version 7, proceed as follows. Menu Format and GT, Conditional and GT, Manage. In the Manage Conditional Formatting window, select Add. In the Conditional Formatting window, set the condition, in my example, apply format if cell value and GT3, alternatively, select formula is instead of cell value and add your formula in the adjacent field. Set the cell format to apply if condition is true. Set the cell range to apply the conditional formatting, for an entire column, enter AA. Hit OK. Back in the Manage Conditional Formatting window, select OK again. That's all. Now the conditional formatting rule is activated for the entire column.
I confess I found this remarkably tricky. You need to juggle the selected cell, black outline, with the selected array for formatting, shaded. Click on D5 to show black outline, and select entire sheet, above 1 and to the left of A. Set conditional formatting required with formula is $D5 equals whatever the contents of D5. If that does not work, it is only that I have not explained myself properly.
My reputation does not allow me to directly comment on the answer above. If you followed the answer and want to compare with a string, X if fourth column is error, and you don't see any format change, then you have to wrap the string value within double quotes. Otherwise it is thought to be column/line header and a caution sign will appear to warn you. So to style the cell if its content is diff, you have to write diff, mind the double quotes, not simply diff. Consequently the full conditions will read: cell value is equal to diff apply style good, as depicted on the picture below. Edit. Here is a full example, LibreOffice 7.x, for setting the style of the rows based on a column values. First select all your data. You can click on the column header just before a column. Second, choose in the menu bar format, conditional, condition. Third, select for the first condition formula is instead of the default cell value. Fourth, fill in the formula field, as explained above in the first part of the answer, with $G1 equals diff and choose the style to apply. Then validate. Please mind the around diff as explained earlier in my answer. You should see all lines that have diff in their G column colored with the chosen style.